So I know I talk a lot about Xbox GamePass for PC, and there are some phenomenal games. I suspect we're going to see a lot more coming out on the 14th for the XO19 out of London. But I am equally impressed with Origin Premiere, and I haven't done a video in a while, actually last week or so, because I've been out on a vacation. But now I'm back, and I'm catching up on drivers and stuff like that, and opening all of my various game launchers, and I thought I'd go back into Origin Premiere. So some pretty cool games have made their way into Origin Premiere that I was really surprised about. Need for Speed Heat launched a couple days ago, I believe day and date with the actual launch of the game, which is a really big pickup. And one that I was very pleasantly surprised about is the upcoming Jedi Fallen Order, which Origin had been kind of mum as to whether or not we were going to see that game launch day and date with Premiere. But between these two titles, you're talking $120 in value alone, just off these two, of, at least to me, very highly anticipated titles. So this pays for the annual subscription, in my opinion, right here. But I thought for completeness we'd go through. I've sorted by release date, but I'll actually be toggling a little bit between that and what they call new to Origin access. So you could see the difference. For some reason, some of these aren't always the same, even though they kind of should be. A lot of these, I understand, are older games, but we'll go through a few of them. Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville, phenomenal game. I've been really enjoying my time with that one. It really gets everything right in the PvZ formula with the big hub world, and I think you guys will enjoy that. You have your standard sports franchises with FIFA and Madden. And the other one that I thought was actually very interesting that I've been playing through is A Plague Tale: Innocence, which kind of like an indie darling, which hasn't really gotten a lot of love. I'm not really sure why. It is kind of a linear experience, but it's got a very compelling story. So that's one I think is worth checking out. Now, if I toggle over to new to Origin access, these are games that have come out. These are not necessarily in release date. These are just new. So Dead Cells makes its way over to the platform. I cannot recommend this game enough. I probably logged close to 50 or 60 hours on the Nintendo Switch. Finally completed my first loop, but I still do enjoy playing this from time to time. I think that's one that is actually really cool. Ultimate Chicken Horse was a game I just played with my buddies tonight. It's a very fun party game where you're trying to create a puzzle that only you can beat. Every person gets to put these obstacles in place. I may do a let's play on it at some point, or just do some streaming with my friends. We played tonight. The objective is to make it to the end, and you're allowed to place one trap for everybody else, and you try to basically murder each other, and it's just hysterically fun. Ukulele, it's been out for a while, but it's cool to see that it's finally come over to the platform. As I start moving down a little bit further, some of these games you probably wouldn't recognize unless you're in tune with like PC culture. So Frostpunk was a really great city building type game where you were fighting the eternal cold. That was a lot of fun. But again, I don't really think a lot of people talk about that outside of PC gaming. Same applies to FTL. And, Bomber Crew did come out for the Xbox Game Pass. I didn't see a lot of people really talk about that. But, yeah, I mean, you just kind of scroll through the library. There are a slew of games on here. And I don't talk about it enough, but I thought it was good to do another video on it just to kind of bring back the topic, at least on my channel, to talk a little bit about this, because these services that do include these libraries are ever growing and ever expanding. Unlike Game Pass, everything that has come so far on Origin Premiere has remained on Origin Premiere. Pony Island, that was a great game. Everything I've seen that has been loaded on here hasn't left. So they haven't pulled Trine, or they haven't pulled any of the old Dragon Age games or the Battlefield games. They just seem to keep adding. So in that sense, I think you make a compelling argument that maybe this is a good rival to the Xbox Game Pass service. But if you haven't checked it out, do yourself a favor and look into it. I think you'll find that some of the new titles that have come out and some of the new games that have been released in the past 6 months or so definitely help pay for the subscription itself. And I think you're going to find a lot of enjoyment with it. I know it's EA, and a lot of people like to hate on EA, but you know what? A deal's a deal. So I am back from vacation. Thank you guys for continuing to watch and support the channel in my absence. We were very close to 2,000 subs. I'm very excited. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.